Hey, before I start ranting on this video, the very first thing I want to do is extend some gratitude and say thank you to those of you who have recognized that the Elliott host that you've seen on camera for the past several days, and in fact, every video I recorded this week, is not the Elliott host that you're used to. In fact, it's not the Elliott host that I have come to know over the past several years either. So, again, the main reason why I want to make this video is because I am grateful of the fact that I have so many people that are concerned about me. Now, we might not know each other, and we just exchange bits through the internet, you know, the cloud in the sky. You guys write comments, and I make these videos. But for me to recognize that you see how different I've been just sheds light on the fact that how close we actually are. You know, I know many of you know a lot about me, and you watch me every single day, and you can tell when the look in Elliott's eyes isn't what it usually is. And I tried to deny it. I tried to talk circles around it. I try to, as Elliott House often does, philosophize about it. But here's the thing. It's true. I am not myself. I am not feeling myself. And I just got out of the office with a really good friend and mentor of mine, and we spoke for 2 hours on what's going on. There are a few different ways to approach this. Number one is it's merely evolution. Human beings evolve, but I'm hitting a rough patch, so it's not just smooth evolution, you know, because there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of confusion in me. I'm tired, I'm burnt out, and you could see that in my eyes, and you know this. So what's really happening, and the conclusion that we came to, is that I've made some poor decisions over the past several months about my nutrition, lifestyle, and even my training. That has, without getting too much into the training aspects and diet and the philosophy there within, it has just become a situation where my body has become too much for my soul to carry. It's too heavy. I've gained too much fucking weight. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I've gained so much weight that the soul can't express itself through me the way it should. Now, it's not just the body weight, but it's also the pollution associated with eating foods that are wrong for my metabolic type. I know better than to start eating diets, participating in diets that are more of a bodybuilding type diet. They just don't work for me. I'm sure they work well for other people, but there's a particular diet that works well for my metabolic type that my body's used to, that allows my brain to be as quick as it should be, allows my nervous system to be as sharp as it should be, and allows Elliott House to express himself in his fullest. And then there are diets that fuck that all up. And I've been eating diet. I know better. You know, sometimes we make decisions that it's almost like I want to try it out. I want to see. You know, even though you know the answer sometimes, you know what's going to happen, you still do it. And I did it. And the same thing goes with the training. You know, hypertrophy type training does not work well with me because it restricts my motility. And I've used that word before, and a lot of people don't know what it means, but it's how soft the muscular system is in order to allow full energetic or emotional expression. And I'm an emotional fucking guy, if you haven't figured it out. And what makes my ability to express myself verbally, through these videos, verbally and physically, because I move a lot, if you haven't figured it out, my face and body's always fucking moving, is the softness in my muscular system, my ability to breathe deep. Bodybuilding training doesn't allow that. So those things, coupled with just the tremendous change in my life due to the popularity of these freaking videos, has just been a whirlwind. It's a perfect storm for the depths of, I guess you could say, depression that I've put myself into. So I could assure you that everything will be just fine because I figured it out. And you know, my soul figured it out. I understood this. I felt this. I knew I was going against what my body actually wanted when I went down this road. But I'm back on my diet, which is very paleo-like. Intermittent fasting, which I'm coming to discover is not just great for health. You know, there are health benefits, but psychological benefits associated with restricting the quote-unquote hunger impulse within the body. It's almost where you allow the greater you to control the lower you. Or me. You know, fuck, I don't want to talk for everybody. But I know that when I can use my mind to calm my body that I am in a stronger place. And intermittent fasting allows me to do that. Back on the road to that, back to athletic training. You've seen me doing Olympic lifting. It's great because it's a challenge for me. Olympic lifting is brand new to me in many ways, and it's athletic. It's not narcissistic like bodybuilding. And I was actually becoming narcissistic through the bodybuilding, not just physically but psychologically. So that's it. Again, the main purpose of this video is to extend my gratitude, say thank you for your concern, your care, and dare I say love for Elliott Hulse, and to let you know that yes, we are in relationship with each other, even though it's just bits on a screen, and I love you as well, and that's why I extend myself through this service of sharing my journey, sharing my ideas, and supporting you as you grow stronger.